Hello, my name is Aji Arifandi from Bina Sarana Informatika University. Study program accounting and class 63.1C.07. I will present my English project 1, which consists of two topics. The first topic is my opinion on the Indonesia versus Bahrain match, and the second is about the simple present tense. Let's begin the discussion. Before continue, I will explain the content of my slides. 1. Introduction, match background and final result. 2. Match summary, statistic and lineup. 3. The course of the match, first half and second half. 4. Winning factors, tactic, defense, and individual performance. 5. Reaction and implication, public response and way forward. 6. Conclusion. Indonesia meets Bahrain at Gelora Bung Karno Stadium on March 25, 2025 in the third round of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Both teams sought victory to keep their qualification hopes alive, with 6 points each from 7 matches. Indonesia secured a 1-0 victory over Bahrain with Ole Romani 24-minute goal, keeping their 2026 World Cup qualification hopes alive through a solid defensive performance. The match statistics show Indonesia leading 1-0 over Bahrain. Indonesia performed confidently, holding their lead over Bahrain with solid defensive play. Despite having only 42% ball position compared to Bahrain 58%, Indonesia had less ball position as they focused on a defense and counter-attacking strategy. Indonesia was more effective, recording 3 shots on target against Bahrain 1. Although Indonesia had less position than Bahrain, their attack posed a serious threat to Bahrain defense. This is the lineup of both teams. The course of the match. First half, Indonesia pressed early after kick-off through Kevin Dix on the right and Calvin Verdong on the left, but their final pass failed to create clear change. The national team had a chance after winning a free kick on the left flank in the 15th minute. Tom Haye aimed a direct shot from a tight angle, but the ball was deflected away. Marcelino Ferdinand broke free on the right, received a net pass from Tom Haye, and laid the ball off to Ole Romani. Romani calmly solved past the goalkeeper. Indonesia took a 1-0 lead the 24th minute. In the 42nd minute, Justin Hubner's cross from the left was met by Dix's header at the far post. The ball fell to Marcelino, but his header missed. The score remained unchanged for the remainder of the first half. Second half. Less than a minute into the second half, Indonesia nearly doubled their lead when Marcelino missed a close-range change from Dix's cross. Moments later, Rizky Ridho cleared a dangerous ball off the line after a scramble in the box. Martin Paes made a key save in the 57th minute to deny Sey Diaz's powerful shots. Romani and Marcelino both missed further changes, while Randers sent a late effort over the bar in the 79th minute. Despite Bahrain-led pressure, Indonesia held firm to secure a 1-0 win. Winning factors, tactics. Following the 5-1 defeat to Australia, coach Patrick Kluivert refined Indonesia tactics by focusing on counter-attacks and more organized build-up, using a flexible formation 3-4-2-1. Defensive, learning from the previous mistake against Australia by suffering a 5-1 defeat, Patrick Kluivert, as the coach of the Indonesian national team, also did not forget the more defensive strategy, using 3 defenders. This formation was commonly used by the previous coach without high pressing. Individual performance. In my opinion, Indonesia players are very good in terms of defense with their 3 very solid pillars, and Martin Paes is quite impressive in this match. For the midfielders and forwards, they are quite good but lack creativity in controlling the ball. What I found quite impressive were Pelupessy and super sub Kambuaya. Reaction and implication. There were many comments given by the public, starting from the government, football observers, and other countries also comment. This is an example of comment from the government, namely the chairman of Commission X of the DPR, Mrs. Hatifa. Here there are also examples of comment from a football observer who is often called Bung Toel, and also foreign media comments. These are photos of Indonesia victory when facing Bahrain. Thank you for listening to the English project presentation part 1, and let's continue to part 2. I think I don't need to introduce myself anymore. Let's continue to the topic of discussion. The topic I choose is simple present tense. Why should you master simple present? Because simple present tense are basic if you want to understand English. What is present tense? Simple present tense is a form of tense that is used to express events that occur regularly, routinely, or are usually carried out in the present. When is the present tense used? The present tense is used when someone wants to express an event or general fact that is happening right now. You must use the simple present to express a routine of something or activity repeatedly. Example words: always, sometimes, every day, and much more. For example, 1. Wake up at 6 o'clock every day. 2. My father goes to the office every day at 6 o'clock. Before diving deeper, it's best to recall structure of a sentence. So we can say a sentence consists of the following three things: S. Subject, P. Predicate, C. Complement. Simple present tense formula. What is the formula for the simple present tense? In general, the formula for the simple present tense is subject plus verb plus complement for positive sentence with a verbal pattern. If the pattern is nominal, the formula for the present tense is subject plus auxiliary verb, or to be, plus complement. Nominal simple present tense. Plus mark, subject plus to be plus complement. Minus mark, subject plus to be plus not plus complement. Question mark, to be plus subject plus complement. Example of simple present tense with nominal sentence patterns. Plus mark, I am an international school student. Minus mark, she is not an international school student. Question mark, is she an international school student? Verbal simple present tense. The formula plus mark, minus mark, question mark of the simple present tense for verbal pattern is plus mark, subject plus verb 1 plus complement, minus mark, subject plus do or does not plus verb 1 plus complement, question mark, do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement question. In verbal sentence, to be is not used after the subject because the verb itself acts as the predicate. The verb remains in its best form, meaning it does not change. Use of the simple present to state a fact of truth that is recognized by everyone. For example, 1. Fire is hot. 2. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Used for comments or prohibition. For example, 1. Close the door. 2. Open the window. 3. Be careful. Thank you for listening and paying attention to my English Project 1 presentation. I am Ajiri Fandi. Goodbye.